160 years, lightships sailed through treacherous waters to help travelers safely find their way. Those bright lamps atop their masts, woven into America's maritime history, lit the way through dangers of the sea. Their lights were symbols of hope realized, guiding travelers safely home, back to loved ones. That beacon of hope, that call to travel, is reborn today at Lightship. It's time to search, to explore, to wander the great outdoors, while preserving its wonder. The further you go, the closer you get to yourself, to nature, to each other. So let's go make memories in moments only found when we venture beyond the ordinary. We know the magic isn't just in the destination. It unfolds further with every mile together.
Let's go.
So good to see you all here.
This is awesome. I cannot tell you how excited I am to share this moment with you all. Go further. Watching this group of folks deliver over the last few months, this has shown me that this is more than just a line. This idea is really the reason we're even standing here today. Imagining what further could look like, it took an idea that Ben had to electrify food trucks, to us taking a road trip together, to really revealing Lightship at South by Southwest last year, to being here ready to share the first look at our first model, the Lightship AE.1 Cosmos Edition.
Dreaming, believing, and pushing for further is as much a story about our love of travel and the outdoors as it is about innovation and engineering. Our team's background in EV merged with our passion for experiencing the beautiful spaces and places that you discover on the road and in the wild. We had been a part of the future of transportation at places like Tesla and Rivian, so we knew that no one had imagined pushing EV into recreational vehicles. For sure, we knew that nobody had imagined it the way that we could.
I'm Toby Kraus, co-founder and CEO of Lightship.
And I'm Ben Parker, the co-founder and chief product officer. Thank you. And while we've got the pleasure of being here on stage to show you the first Lightship, we're only up here today thanks to the 80+ employees, our investors and partners, countless advisors, and the multiples of people who are just as excited about the possibility as we are.
So we're in the building right next door to our factory in Broomfield, Colorado, where we are extremely proud to manufacture our vehicles. And we don't just manufacture our vehicles here in the US, we've also built an awesome base of great suppliers and partners in the US who really have joined our mission and share our vision. Around Ben and I, the audience, these are the people who are making your Lightship. With engineering, design, and operations teams spread across our 2 headquarters in both South San Francisco and Broomfield, we have the perfect mix of innovation, industriousness, and imagination. This team, these people, they've pushed harder and pushed further than we could have ever imagined. Where we've come since we launched at South by Southwest to today, it is nothing short of incredible. And for all of those who met us in Austin, our early reservation holders, and everyone who's joined us along the way, I am stoked to say that we have hit the timeline we set out. Here we are, December 2024, and we're revealing the Lightship AE.1 Cosmos Edition.
Now, Toby, we set out with the belief in the power of the outdoors. We also have the feeling that it is all of our opportunity to help preserve the lands that we love to explore. So we knew that we had to bring RVing into the electric age. Anybody who's ever tried to build a thing knows that it is not a linear journey. Add to that bringing people together, raising money, and building a company while you're working to make a category-defining product. It's a lot. Every day since Toby and I finished our road trip back in 2021 and decided to do this, every day has been building to today. Imagining where your Lightship will take you gives me goosebumps.
You obviously don't get here without great people. I'm proud that we not only have some of the best engineers out there, but we also have a group of folks who authentically live and breathe the outdoors. We have so many Lightship team members who've built out their own vans, school buses, they've lived in RVs, they've explored with them. They're bringing all of that experience into the AE1.
As Toby mentioned, the idea started while I was waiting for my lunch back at Tesla. It was crazy to me that the food trucks we ate at daily were running generators and burning fuel. So I started by making a battery power system for Senor Sisig, which is a beloved Bay Area Filipino fusion truck, proving that there was a better way. But while there are tens of thousands of food trucks all deserving a healthier power solution, I pretty quickly realized that there was a larger and more pressing opportunity to address in the world of RVing, with a fleet of over 10 million vehicles nationwide and a pastime enjoyed by 1 in 10 American families. I love life on the road. I've always spent my free time traveling and in the outdoors. And like pretty much everybody during the pandemic, I started going further, including a 3-month, 6,000-mile RV road trip all around the American West. That's where I really got hooked on the lifestyle and the people who are passionate about it, while also experiencing the many challenges inherent in fossil-fueled RV travel. It's when I started imagining what electrification would mean for travel.
Ben and I got put together through a mutual friend, Dorian West, who's in the audience here tonight, and he became our very first investor. Ben and I, we actually never crossed paths at Tesla, but Dorian knew what Ben was up to. He knew my passion for EVs, and he saw the makings for a pretty great partnership. So we did what any normal person would do with a stranger they met on Zoom during the pandemic. We decided to go on a road trip together. We pulled an RV behind an electric SUV, and we went all the way from California to Colorado and back again. Countless hours of talking interrupted by just constant stops at charging stations. By the time we parted ways, we had decided on 2 things. 1, our road trip was ending, but our journey together was just beginning. And 2, the status quo of towing an RV in the electric age, it had to fundamentally change. The need was real. Electric vehicles are becoming more and more prolific across the US. There are no options for towing with an EV and still going the distance. There are some options for alternative power out there, but none of them are even close to what we knew we could make. No RV brand had taken the experience as far as we believed it could go.
Okay, so I promise we're going to show you the first Aero-Electric travel trailer in just a few minutes. But first, a few driving principles that I want to make sure everyone knows. First, solving the challenge of range loss, or loss of miles per gallon when towing a trailer, is not a singular solution. We needed to address it in a number of ways. How we help you go further is by combining our streamlined dual-mode telescoping design with the battery-powered Trek Drive technology. So you get more range, more miles, more control, and an entirely new standard of performance. This is the Aero-Electric. Next, let's talk about road mode and camp mode. We've designed the AE1 to maximize your whole journey. When you're towing in road mode, the AE1 sits lower to the ground, maximizing the aerodynamics, lowering the center of gravity and giving you greater stability and confidence in towing. When you've arrived and quickly shift into camp mode, the AE1 raises to give you more space and headroom, delivering an interior feeling like nothing before it. With the power of our 77 kilowatt-hour battery, plus 1.8 kilowatts delivered by our fully integrated solar sunroof, it means you have no generator, no propane, no noise, no smells, nature as intended. And it's all under your control with our Atlas tablet and mobile app. Manage everything: lights, HVAC, power levels, even see your surroundings via our lookout camera system to help with docking.
So we've been on this journey to go further than anyone else has ever imagined, so that everyone can go further, to see new places, meet new people, spend better time with their loved ones, their friends and family, to enjoy and explore the outdoors in a way that helps preserve those places for generations to come. For those of you that have been with us on this journey so far, and to the world at large, we are so excited to show you our first limited edition Lightship AE.1 Cosmos.
Let's go. How amazing was that? How's it going, everybody? I'm Rob Williams, head of design here at Lightship. I'm just so excited to be here today and tell you more about some of the highlights of our new AE.1 Cosmos Edition. When I first met Ben and Toby and I heard about their vision, I knew they were onto something. They were about to make a product that EV owners actually need. But I also knew that we could make a product that all travelers would love. I truly believe there is nothing more powerful than a clear vision, a clean sheet of paper, and a small group of people that can make quick decisions. So, 3 years ago, with a clear vision and a clean sheet of paper, our team set out to design the future of outdoor travel. Now, as we dove into the work, we quickly realized we were actually designing a product that would draw from all of these design disciplines you see here. And as a designer, it's both exciting and extremely rare to be able to blend these together into one category-defining product. The foundation of our design ethos is the idea of only Lightship. So you'll see what we mean by that as I take you through the design and as Ben comes up next to take you through the innovations from our amazing engineering teams. So let's start with the exterior design, and I'll explain why it looks so different. In the world of EVs, better aerodynamics equals more range, and we designed the AE.1 to help you go further than any other trailer. True to the ethos of form following function, the shape of the AE.1 was designed by airflow data first and a designer's hand second. Now, that's not to say that it wasn't design-led, because the proportions, the surfaces, every radius and every detail was thoughtfully considered. When designing the exterior, we had to consider two different proportions. In camp mode, the AE.1 stands tall. It looks like a modern piece of architecture. And when it's in road mode, the trailer sits really low and pretty much looks like a spaceship. We really love seeing the reactions of people when they see a Lightship for the first time on the road or out in the wild. Another component of our design ethos at Lightship is this idea of built-in versus bolted-on. So think for a minute about how our phones and our TVs look today. Now think about what they looked like 30 years ago. They were full of buttons, cords, and knobs, but over the years, these have all disappeared thanks to countless innovations. So rather than just simply bolting items onto the exterior, we built everything in, and this required multiple only Lightship innovations. The result is more range while you tow, and, as you'll see shortly, a better experience while inside the AE1. So while the exterior looks stark and modern and like a spaceship, we wanted the interior to feel really warm and very modern. We carved every inch out of the walls possible to offer windows that provide a near 360-degree view of the outdoors. Everyone who enters the AE1 is struck by the exact same experience of being greeted with a bright, open interior and spacious 7.5 feet of headroom, a feeling only experienced in a Lightship. And to build on that idea of a warm interior, we used recrafted, technical, and very durable materials. Our seating and sleeping areas feature a custom 3D knit fabric made from recycled products, which was inspired by the look from riverbed stones. The kitchen and console are crafted from lightweight, durable metals. The finish is built to last with a tough matte powder coat. The signature perforated patterns not only add to the aesthetic, but they also lighten the space both visually and physically. And then finally, the AE1 comes with 2 limited edition color choices. Our Timberline colorway is defined by green on the exterior, and greens, grays, and an optimistic pop of yellow on the interior. And then Dusk Horizon is defined by a warm gray base on the exterior with bold, modern pops to bring to life the interior. Now, we wanted the spaces to be both memorable and enjoyable, a feeling that is completely unique to the AE1 Cosmos Edition. One of the focal points of the interior is our fully integrated seating and sleeping areas. The design theme is brought to life by the uninterrupted flow of the seatback that cradles the entire space. The highlight, though, is really our switchback lounge. During the day, you can use it as a couch, a day bed, and if you've got kids, it's probably going to turn into a romper room at some point. And at night, it easily unfolds to become a large sleeping space, ready to go with custom Lightship designed bedding. With enough room to sleep for, the switchback lounge provides a 24-hour comfort and space day or night. Now, we know how important storage is when traveling, and we've designed a system that meets that need. The AE1 Cosmos Edition comes equipped with the Cargo Craft system, which begins with a series of custom-designed overhead bins that attach to our wall-mounted gear rails, allowing you to customize the amount of storage you need for your road trip. Also included are our custom-designed console cubes that allow you to easily pack all of the things that you need in your house and then quickly place them in your own individual console company. There's ample storage in the rest of the interior as well, including under the switchback lounge and dinette, and in the bathroom and kitchen. Speaking of the kitchen, the 3-point galley kitchen in the AE1 Cosmos comes with a custom sink and plenty of countertop space on one side, and it has even larger countertops on the opposite side. It comes equipped with an energy-optimized refrigerator, a microwave, an induction cooktop, and a dishwasher, giving you less time at the sink and more time outdoors. Below, there's plenty of space to stow your kitchen utensils and your pots and your pans. This means your meal and your cleanup will find their flow. And then finally, the bathroom has thoughtful, simple solutions to make the space easier to use. The large mirror is backlit to provide beautiful, even lighting in the space, and there is ample storage on either side of it, and more down below the sink. The shower curtain pulls down easily and provides separation from the rest of the bathroom. Now, if you're over 6 feet tall and you've showered in an RV, you know it's not always enjoyable. But the AE1 has a shower that even I can use. There's plenty of headroom and elbow room to get the job done. So, those are some of the highlights of our AE1 exterior and interior. Ben's going to come up next and take you through some of the engineering innovations.
Thanks, Rob. We know that the point of being out there is to be out there, But the work that our team has done on the AE1 HVAC system is enough to make you want to stay inside. Our Aero-Right climate system is fully built into the interior instead of being bolted on to the roof. It's built on an automotive-style HVAC system rather than residential technology, and it uses a heat pump for maximum energy efficiency. Inside, it allows for the warm and cold air to disperse evenly throughout the cabin, heating and cooling the space more effectively. Rather than blowing air down from the ceiling, Aero-Right lets air rise naturally within the space. And as you can see, it pushes air from behind the entire length of the seat back, a clever innovation that you'll only feel in a Lightship. For your camping experience, between the 1.8 kilowatt solar roof and the 77 kilowatt hour battery, the AE1 Cosmos delivers enough energy for up to a week of off-grid camping for a family of 4. We're calling it Camp Quiet. It's an all-electric experience, no generator, no propane, and no hassle. On the road, it's an all-new towing experience with the AE1. The powertrain built into the AE1 chassis helps propel the trailer when you need it, reducing the load on your tow vehicle on open roads and climbs. And when you're heading downhill, it takes force off of your vehicle's brakes, regeneratively charging the batteries. With our patented intelligent hitch sensor talking with the battery-powered 3-in-1 drive unit, you're getting the full power of propulsion. And what's great is that everything about your Lightship is in your control with our Atlas system. With our tablet and mobile app, you can manage and monitor everything about your trailer: lighting, HVAC, dual mode, auto leveling, and clearly see what's around you with the Lookout camera system. Plus, you can constantly monitor battery, solar, and water levels. It's really what you should expect: smart and simple. All right, Toby, come on up.
It is super exciting to be able to show you the AE1 Cosmos Edition.
Actually, to be able to show you 4.
Fair enough. The Cosmos is the first of our trim levels that we'll be making. It's a limited edition. There will only be 50 of these trailers built. It's called the Cosmos because it's the furthest out there. It's the one that we pushed, the best of everything that we could imagine for the AE1. You'll have your choice of the Timberline color, which you can see here, or Dusk Horizon, which you can see on our website, along with all of the specs and details of the trailers. Both built and considered for the most adventurous EV traveler in place of an ADU or for off-grid living, made right here in Broomfield, Colorado. A few of our earliest customers will actually be taking delivery over the next few months, and then we will start general production of the AE1 Cosmos this summer. We sell direct at lightshiprv.com, and I really invite you to spend the time to see how our team has really brought this product to life and brought the innovation and craftsmanship for the outdoors together in the AE1 Cosmos. You can also have a look at our other trim levels that we'll be offering soon. Thanks, and we'll see you on the road.
Thank you, guys.